My name is Janae Caceres, and I teach Spanish, and I teach English as a second language classes, and I teach basically anything that is arts and sciences without the science. I will teach it. We spent 3 weeks in Cadiz, Spain. It was 10 students, and then my husband and I were the leaders. We were doing a psych class, and which was cultural psychology. And then we also did a survey of Spain, which was looking at the history and art and literature and just really experiencing Spanish culture in Spain. We also went to Sevilla, we went to Vejer, we went to Tarifa. So we did a lot of day trips. One of the best things that we did was at the end we went on a night cruise, which was really cool because we didn't actually plan on that, and it all worked out. So we were able to go and see a sunset cruise, and it was about an hour and a half on this lovely sailboat, and they stopped out in the middle of the Atlantic and we could watch the sunset, and that was really, really incredible. And then coming back, taking pictures of the coastline with the lights, so that was something unexpected. There was a traveling exhibit that's going through a lot of the cathedrals in Europe right now, and it was called The Mystery Man, and it happened to be at the cathedral in Cadiz for the month that we were there. They had all these pictures of how Jesus has been portrayed through artwork since basically the beginning. And then they also had a replica of the Shroud of Turin, so we could see that. But then they have made a lifelike, it looked real, human, of Jesus after the cross. And so you were able to see all of his wounds. You were able to see basically a broken man, and it was extremely powerful. And we were able to then just work it into what we were doing in the classroom, and I think it made an impression on all of us. So that was unexpected. I do think this sounds cheesy, but I loved watching the students experience some of the things. I'd been to Spain before, and just to watch them grow. And I'm like, okay, I sound like a mother, but it was really special. Something that was kind of unexpected, we went to Tarifa, which is the southernmost point of Spain, and you can literally wave to the Moroccans. We stood on this narrow strip of land with the Atlantic on one side and the Mediterranean on the other. That was probably one of my highlights. A lot of them were surprised at how they thought they were more global and that they were more like open to everything. And when they got there, they were like, oh, I actually do have, either biases or thoughts that aren't true. And so I think that they gained more of an open mind. I think they also saw how Americans can be kind of viewed in other countries. That was kind of interesting. The biggest thing that everyone said is like, yeah, you can't learn this in a classroom. And most people said that it also really helped them with their self-confidence, that just being in a country where some spoke the language, some did not, but the idea that they were able to communicate, they were taking buses, they were saying like, I did things I would never do in the United States, and here I am in this other country where I actually, don't speak the language, and they did wonderfully. Couldn't have gotten better. Students sometimes look at the money. I think sometimes they're just scared. It was about the same as if you had taken 6 credits here on campus. And you can say you got, 6 credits, you were able to go experience another culture. The pictures and all of the things that we did, I'm looking at it going, I now know why I'm tired. We were going every day doing all sorts of really amazing things and things you can't see here. You do have the time, and you really do need to go because it's life-changing. It really is. If you haven't gone on a study abroad trip, you need to.